And welcome into FedEx Forum. The Memphis Grizzlies getting set to take on the Boston Celtics tonight. A late tip, 8 o'clock in this one. But, I mean, the Memphis Grizzlies starting off the season at 7-3 on the year, just half a game back of the Phoenix Suns for first in the Western Conference. I know it's early, but, hey, it's never early enough to start looking at the standings here. But this is another challenge for the Grizzlies, taking on the reigning Eastern Conference champions in the Boston Celtics, not only just of the quality of team they're going to face, but also the situation around it, in that Boston's coming in with fresh legs. The Memphis Grizzlies, second game of a back-to-back, third game in 4 nights. A lot of nagging injuries, as we've seen throughout the first 10 games of this season. Not only not having Jaren Jackson Jr. and Zaire Williams, but on top of that, a lot of questionables just about every single game. Steven Adams and Jake LaRavia, the ones questionable tonight. Steven Adams, of course, left with that ankle injury, came back. Can't say exactly, or I can't exactly quote what he said when asked about his ankle, but he said it wasn't feeling great after the game. So presumably will be a game time decision for the Grizzlies. Listed as questionable, as is Jake LaRavia with hip soreness. Taylor Jenkins will be talking in just a couple minutes, going up to the microphone, so we'll get some clarity on that, but could just be game time decision for both Adams and LaRavia as well. But, you know, taking a look at this matchup overall, the Grizzlies throughout this season have struggled defensively. That they've been able to make up for it because of just how well they have been scoring throughout this season. At one point, we're the #1 scoring offense in the NBA. That title now belongs to the Boston Celtics, their opponent tonight. But the Grizzlies over the weekend held both Washington and Charlotte to under 100 points. So you're hoping that theme continues. Just, of course, a lot against the Grizzlies tonight. Being tired, facing a team like the Celtics here. And also, something I'm interested to look at tonight is what we see from Ja Morant. Over the weekend, you could tell, you know, the way teams keyed in on him. He was forcing some bad shots. He didn't play bad necessarily. He was still impacts the game in so many different ways, but he was somewhat inefficient. He was 4 of 12 on Friday against Charlotte, 9 of 27 against Washington in the win there. So hoping to see a little, maybe not as much volume, a little more efficiency there out of Ja Morant coming in tonight. But this is a tough Celtics team. You know, their defensive numbers may be a little skewed. I believe they're 23rd in defensive efficiency to start the year. Again, early, some of these numbers overall are skewed, but you know, this could end up just being a high-scoring game. You know, the Grizzlies, I mentioned, were at one point the #1 scoring team in this young season. I think they're #4 right now at 117 a game. The Celtics 118 and change so far in this season. So this could end up in a track meet, which would probably tonight favor the Boston Celtics, given the fact that they are, again, I mentioned, fresh on this one. Celtics coming in as 3.5-point favorites on the road. The Grizzlies, as we had seen earlier this year, the last time they were coming off the second game of a back-to-back, coming in with the third game in 4 days. Well, that was against the Dallas Mavericks. That was a 41-point loss out in Dallas. That was not something the Grizzlies want to repeat. Of course, they play well here in Memphis at FedEx Forum, so we'll see how they perform here against Boston. But, you know, the good thing for Memphis is, sure, you need some production from Ja Morant, but the way that Desmond Bane has stepped up, I believe it was 28 points yesterday against Washington. You don't necessarily need for him to drop 40, 50 to try to keep up with a team like Boston. Again, it's going to be pretty monumental to see what happens here with Steven Adams and with Jake LaRavia, especially Adams, with the already missing Triple J, needing some size against this Celtics team. We'll wait to see when the starting lineups come out. That's probably when we'll find out whether or not Adams will be good to go here. But in the meantime, late tip tonight here at FedEx Forum, 8 p.m. We'll tell you all about it coming up at 10 p.m. Avery has the 901 for us, and of course we'll be talking about it throughout the night as well. Memphis Grizzlies getting ready to host the Boston Celtics. Can't wait to watch it. Can't wait to tell you guys all about it, both tonight and tomorrow. Thanks for watching.